This is a sport, like we talked about yesterday, right? Again, even though there's a seat on it, it's not a couch. We're not playing video games, riding dirt bikes. We're playing the sport. Name a sport again, Chris.
Football.
Come on, you did football yesterday. Name me another sport. Come on.
Lacrosse. I took the kids out.
All right, show me your lacrosse. There you go. Show me your lacrosse. Boom, nice. Bent the knees, out in the shoulders. Erica, boxing. There we go. Same thing. Bent the knees. Tennis. There we go. One more. Come on, Hendrix. Name me a sport. There we go. Surfing. Boom. That's how you surf. Is like this. Dude, bro, come on. Yeah, there we go. So again, basically the athletic position. You know what I mean? Dirt biking, football, baseball. You're in the athletic position. So same thing when we get on this dirt bike. We want to try and be in the athletic position as much as possible. You can be more intuitive, more alert, up on those balls of the feet. You know, the shortstop for the Yankees, he's not standing up on his heels, is he? No, he's up on his toes. He's ready to go. So same thing when you're on the dirt bike. You want to be up on your toes, ready to go as much as possible, okay?
Is your foot on the ready to brake on the right?
So
adjust it.
that's a good question. On my right foot, I probably am not on the ball of the foot as much as I am on my left foot because I'm protecting that rear brake a little bit more, you know? But, you know, whenever I get the circumstance, I'll get off of that, you know what I mean? But, like going down, when we came down, my foot never leaves that rear brake pedal, you know what I mean? I actually am a rear brake dragger. I'll wear out a pair of brake pads in 2 hours. So, and I'm actually at a higher level that I'm at. I'm actually using the rear brake to get traction and to modulate the power. Like I can like slip in the clutch, I'm slipping the rear brake to the corner, or like I'm hitting bumps, I'm hitting the rear brake as I hit the bumps. It makes the rear tire stick to the bumps, you know? But a little more advantage is real quick, you know, feels and more advanced, but that's, yeah. So I'll like go down a hill with big bumps, and I'll just stand on that rear brake pedal as I'm gassing it, and it'll help that bike just kind of stick to the bumps. Yeah, so I'm modulating that rear brake just like I'm modulating that clutch, you know? Using it to, whatever you can do to move around and use your controls to get the most amount of traction and the best forward drive, that's what you do. You know, there's no rights and wrongs, you know what I mean? It's whatever position you can be on, that's why we're standing, that's why we're being loose, that's why we're moving around. If we're just like this the whole time, we'd be falling over because we couldn't be counterbalancing ourselves and stuff like that. And that's what I see with a lot of students is at first they're super stiff with the bike, where the bike does, and once they get good, they'll start counterbalancing and keep that forward momentum because they're not falling off balance. See that? Look at that, boom. So my weight's forward, but all my energy drives to the back of that bike. I got weight traction on the front, and I got energy on the back. So I got weight on the front, and I got traction on the back, even though my weight's forward in this position. If I'm just centered on the bike, look, the motor's already right here in the center. I don't need any weight right here in the center. I need weight on the tires, all right? Boom, weight forward, boom, accelerating. I get to the bumps, yeah, I'll lean back to try and get that front end up on that motorcycle. Again, staying up so I'm able to use those knees. Going to the controls, 1 to 2 fingers on the controls as much as possible. I'm on the clutch 80, 90% of the time, front brake 80% of the time. Again, if I'm not on these controls, I'm not able to control my speed. The bike's and I'm forcing it, trying to get a turn. I pull the clutch in, it'll kill the power to the drivetrain. The drivetrain's the chain. Then I can slip that clutch and I can put the output of power that I want. Again, if I don't have my finger on that clutch, whatever power output's putting out, that's the speed I'm going. Obviously, if I have my fingers on the brakes, I'm able to slow that bike down. So again, the more I protect those brakes, the more control. If my finger's not on it, and I come to a section, what I gotta do? I gotta tell myself to use that brake. So I'm like, oh my God, the brake. Boom, I go to it. I might overreact, because again, I have to tell myself, but at that point it might be too late because things are happening so fast. But if my finger's already on that front brake, next thing we know, it's just a muscle memory. You're not even telling yourself to use the brake anymore because your finger's already out there, you're used to it. Next thing you know, you're not even thinking about braking, you're thinking about the trail ahead of you. If we're riding right here, like, do I stand, do I sit? Is the front brake here? Where's the shifter? I'm not focusing on the trail ahead of me. So again, like we talked about, that's why we do these repetitive drills so we can build up that muscle memory. So when we do get to the hills and the rocks and the roots, we're like, oh shit, what do I do? It's this nice, natural muscle memory. Oh, this is what we do. Boom, boom, it just comes natural. All right?